Welcome to the Real Estate Corner. I'm your host, Shad Bogany. We're here every Tuesday night from 6:15 to 7:15. You can catch us on KWWJ 1360 or 96.9 FM. Or you can see us on Iconic TV on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock and Sunday evening at 8 p.m. If you're driving home, my name is Shad Bogany. I'm here every Tuesday talking real estate, bringing you local, statewide, and nationally news. The numbers here are 281-837-2222. That's 281-837-2222. Give us a call. We're going to have an open line again tonight, and I've got some topics I want to cover. The numbers again are 281-837-2222. Give us a call. We're here every Tuesday from 6:15 to 7:15. My name is Shad Bogany. I'm with the Better Homes and Gardens Gary Green Bel Air Sales Center. And so if you're stuck in traffic, don't change that dial. Keep us on, and we're going to give you what's going on in the latest real estate market. You know, this show is brought to you by Prosperity Bank, also American Title at 5802 Val Verde, and Dixie Hardware right there in the heart of Houston, right there near University of Houston. And those are our sponsors. The numbers again, 281-837-2222. Let's get right into the real estate notes section. And let's talk about what's going on in real estate right now. Interest rates are anywhere between 4.75% to 6%. Some may be a little bit higher depending on whether or not you got a 100% finance loan or whether or not you put money down on a loan. If you could do 720 credit score on a conventional product, your MI would be reduced by 70%. So the new interest rates right now are based on what your credit score may be. The other thing to keep in mind out there is that credit scoring is still really, really important in purchasing a home. And so you want to get that score up as high as you can, but can you buy a home at a 580 credit score? Sure you can, as long as you've got money to put down and you don't have any default on your student loans, or you're not behind on any child support. You should be able to purchase a home. Let's move on to some really good news. I've been talking about this over the last couple of weeks. I know the realtors worked extremely hard. Over 125,000 realtors across this country called their senators, and it's about flood insurance. Now, they moved flood insurance. They kicked the can down the road. It was expiring this evening, I say this evening, at 12 o'clock tonight, but they have renewed it to November 30th. Now, you tell me why they continue to kick the can down the road. There's over $30 billion in the hole in the National Flood Insurance Program. Now, I've talked to some Congress people, and they said the Republicans really want reform. And I say Republicans want reform. I think we all want reform, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican, or whether you're in the Realtor Party. You want to reform flood insurance, because we can't keep on this deficit rolling. And like I said, after the last disasters we've had up to $30 billion. Now, you know, I've come up with an idea or a solution that we should have a disaster insurance that everybody pays a little bit part of their insurance policy in, that covers floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, fire, any of those sort of disasters. But no one right now is taking me up on it, but I think that's the way to go, is to have a big net, bring the cost down, and everybody pays. Because let me tell you, if your car gets flooded, that's not paid in your flood insurance. It's not paid, it's paid under your car insurance. It's not paid in your homeowner's insurance. So why shouldn't a car have a small percentage of insurance for flood in their cost? Just saying. Numbers here again, 281-837-2222. Give us a call. All our lines are open. You're listening to us on KWWJ 1360, or you can also catch us at 96.9 FM. Now, if you're at work All you have to do is go to realestatecorner.info, www.realestatecorner.info, click on the blinking radio tower, and you can listen to this show streaming audio, clear as a bell. Also, you can go to kwwj1360.org, and you're able to listen to the show streaming audio. All you do is click on the radio tower. The numbers again, 281-837-2222, and I'm so happy to bring you the information because a lot of people were worried. We're going into hurricane season, and you're seeing flooding up on the East Coast right now. There's a lot of flooding going on up there, and torrential rains are coming through. And it just doesn't happen in Houston. It happens all over this country. So I'm glad to see that they extended it to November 30th. The other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about is our feature home of the week. Our feature home of the week is really not a home, it's a lot. 4310 Fernwood. If you're familiar with the Riverside Terrace section, that's located right off of South McGregor. That's North and South McGregor. Riverside Terrace is the biggest subdivision over there. And if you're not familiar with Riverside Terrace, that's where many, many years ago, the Jewish people wanted to go move to River Oaks. They wouldn't allow them to live in River Oaks, so they all went over to and started a subdivision called Riverside Terrace. And to take it on a little bit more history, from Riverside Terrace, after more minorities started moving in, they went and moved over to Meyerland. And a lot of them will tell you they wish they were back in Riverside Terrace. Well, we've got a lot over there at 4310 Fernwood. It's about a 7,800 foot lot. It's 70 by 112. It's a perfectly squared lot. It do have a house on it, but it needs to be bulldozed or raised. The lot has no value. The house has no value. We're not even allowing you into that home. It's pretty much boarded up. The numbers here again are 281-837-2222, 281-837-2222. Give us a call. That's 4310 Fernwood. That is my feature lot of the week. And let me give you the price on it. It's listed for $180. $180 is what the price is on it. But if you've ever wanted to be in Riverside Terrace, you ever wanted to be near the medical center, ride your bike to Herman Park or the zoo, 5 minutes from downtown, 2 minutes from the University of Houston, 3 minutes from TSU, 5 minutes from Rice, 5 minutes from the medical center, and you want to build a custom home, you've been wanting to build this dream home and be inside the loop, well, I've got this lot for you at 4310 Fernwood. The numbers here again are 281-837-2222. You know, I want to take the time right quick and got an opportunity to speak at a church this Sunday. I was going to Austin for the Texas Association of Realtors Executive Board meeting, and we were doing budget review, and we were passing the budget for the upcoming 2019 season. But before I went, had an opportunity to go to Church of Auxiliary, God's Abundance Church Ministries. The Unified Women of God had a special program, and they have this, I think, twice a year. They were telling me, and they invited me, and their mission has been working with small beginnings. And they wanted me to come and give them an overview of what was happening in the Houston real estate market, medium home prices, traditionally what's happening in African American communities in terms of affordability. I want to take this time to thank the Pastor Carrington for inviting me in. I want to thank Viola Solomon for even seeing if they would take me and allow me to come and speak at the church. And it was the first time that I've ever spoken at a church, and I wasn't doing a funeral as far as speaking about someone. So I want to really thank them. Great people, great service, and I felt the love in that church that day. And I really do appreciate, once again, Pastor Carrington, Viola, and the Unified Women of God for inviting me to come speak at their church about the Houston real estate market. It was an honor to be able to come out and give you some updates on what's going on in our market. The numbers again, 281-837-2222. That's 281-837-2222. Give us a call. All our lines are open. Call me on line 1. The numbers are there. We've got Rick calling in the Spring Branch area. Hi, Rick. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. You had a question about flooding in Spring Branch? I think if your home didn't flood, your home is going to be worth more than one that has flooded. And that if it's flooded a couple of times, you're going to be worth almost a lot, about 30–40% more. And so that's going to be the advantage. If your roof leaked, you can have a roof leak on a normal storm typically, but I think your values are going to go up with a house that did not flood. Well, Sunnyside, where Worthing is up and coming. Now, you won't believe this, but I'm going to tell you, Independent Heights and Sunnyside has the most building permits pulled of any subdivisions in the city of Houston right now. So it's coming. It's up and coming. We're getting a lot of people moving over there. You don't probably have all the amenities that you have in Spring Branch right now, but I think it's coming simply because it's so close. And the more rooftops they get in there, the more more commercial businesses you're going to see there. And of course, you can buy a lot bigger house over there than you can in Spring Branch because Spring Branch is pretty expensive. Well, they have changed the name to Medical Center South, but actually, there wasn't that much flooding there were more flooding in Spring Branch than there was in Sunnyside. And so area-wise, where you're going to lose with Sunnyside right now is that you don't have the schools. When you take Spring Branch schools compared to Worthing or HISD schools in the area, there's no comparison. But the good thing about HISD, your child can test in any school they can go to if they can test in. But that's probably the huge downfall. Well, I'm glad to see HISD is doing it. Both of my children went to HISD, so I am glad to see that HISD is trying to make some changes. And they need to make those changes in those schools that are lowly performing. You know, there was a big article in the Chronicle maybe a couple of weeks ago on Worthing. And so they need to make those changes. And if the schools get better, home prices will go up. Now, what I'm going to share with you is that, and you're not going to believe this, but they're now selling houses in Sunnyside at $200,000. Yeah, you're paying for that location of being close. Now, what I'm going to suggest that you have available to you is that, caller, you can become a pioneer or a settler. A pioneer gets the good price. A settler pays top dollar. Ask the people over in the Heights. Right. No, you probably want to join some of the Realtor networks and the Houston Black Real Estate Association, and join and get involved in those networks. Go to those network meetings and luncheons. Hand your cards out. Try to find 2 or 3 good realtors that are selling houses and give them extremely good service, and they will allow you to, and they'll spread your card around and take care of you. But no, I think you're going to be better off trying to work the realtor community and the Houston Black Real Estate Association, the Asian American Association, and the Real Association, which is the Latino Association. That's where I would go to and try to work that business. Numbers again, 281-837-2222. We've got Glenn holding, and we're going to take Glenn before we take a break. Hi, Glenn. We've been talking about it. It came up at the Texas Association of Realtors meeting a little bit. And basically, if they are a licensed real estate broker, they should be informing you that what they're doing. Hey, I'm bird dogging for some investors, and I'm going to assign this deal over. If you are a buyer and you're buying, you should inform the selling agent and the seller what you're doing. And what's the advantage to the seller is that they've got a quick sale. They've got somebody who's probably paying cash, and so they're able to move the property. Now, the negative side of it is that you're probably not going to get your best value from a wholesaler. And I'm going to share this with you. If you put your home on the market, and that goes for all these wholesale companies, I don't want to get into the names, but you guys know them. You see the caveman, you see the little placards on the side of the road. You're going to always make more money hiring a professional to market your property. So if you call me, Glenn, and says, hey, I want to sell my house and I want to sell it quick and I'm willing to take a hit, then you may go that route. But if you call a real estate professional, I may be able to put 20 to 30% more value into your pocket, even more than that, because everybody knows it's on the market. So when everybody knows it's on the market, you're going to normally get better offers than the one that you have. So I get calls all the time, Shad, before you put it on the market, give me a call. I've got buyers and investors for these properties. Well, I've been hired by the seller to get them the highest and best value for their property. So that doesn't work for me. My job is to put it out there, and if you can compete with the sellers, with these other buyers, then we go your way. And we're seeing a lot of wholesalers, Glenn, in the flood houses. The majority of them are wholesalers. Thank you. I appreciate you listening. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. You've been listening to the Real Estate Corner. My name is Shad Bogany. We're here every Tuesday from 6:15 to 7:15. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come right back with the Real Estate Corner. Let me give the numbers out again. 281-837-2222. That's 281-837-2222. Now, if you've missed one of our shows, you might want to catch us on YouTube. Put in my name, Shad Bogany, that's S-H-A-D, Bogany, B-O-G-A-N-Y, and put my name in, and you'll see all these shows. So if you miss us on Iconic TV on Saturday and Sunday, you can catch us on YouTube. The numbers again here is 281-837-2222. This is Shad Bogany, and thank you for listening and hopefully viewing this weekend on the Real Estate Corner. Guys, if you're looking for a title company to work with, you guys got to use American Title with Charlene Clancy and her crew. That over there at American Title, you got Eric, you got Ron. The numbers are 713-784-0006. And you should never, ever buy a house without getting a title policy. You really shouldn't. Let it be done right. The role of a title company is to check for liens, making sure you got free and clear title in that property, and give Charlene a call. There are lots of American titles, but the one that I use, the one that I celebrate their service, is Charlene at 5802 Valverde, 713-784-0006. We'll be right back with the Real Estate Corner. Thinking about buying or selling, real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford? Get survey, put a home on the market, review the net sheets, taxes, advice on financing, homestead exemptions, advice on insurance, what kind of mortgage, inspections, considering offers, negotiations, submitting an offer, how good are the schools, down payment assistance, title insurance, home warranties, closing costs, final walkthrough. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call, Shad Bogany. Welcome back to the Real Estate Corner. I'm your host, Shad Bogany. This show is brought to you every week by American Title, Prosperity Bank, and Dixie Hardware. Guys, if you're looking for a great loan, you've got to call Prosperity Bank. No one in town has a loan as good as Prosperity Bank. And you might ask why. They have a 600 credit score, no mortgage insurance, no MI, as you may have seen the initials before. 600 credit score, 100% financing. No one in town has a loan as good as this one. The number over there is 1-844-YOUHOP. That's YOUHOPP. Give Prosperity Bank. I work with lenders every day. No one has a loan better than Prosperity Bank. The numbers again, 281-837-2222, 281-837-2222. I wanted to also show you my Millennium Guide. This is my Millennium Guide. If you like a copy on the guide to home buying, and if you are a millennium out there, whether you're a young millennium, in that middle millennium, or that little bit older millennium, this is a guide that I've put together on home buying. That's two. And to get it, send me your email. That's Shad, S-H-A-D, @BOGANY.com. I've got the easiest email in real estate, Shad@Bogany.com. No one has an email so easy as mine. So give them a call and I will give you the Millennium's Guide to Home Ownership. And so if you want a copy of it, all you have to do is email me and I'll send you a PDF of it. Great information on it. It's really a really nice guide on what's going on in the real estate market for millennials. Numbers again, 281-837-2222. Guys, I got an email the other day and I wanted to answer this on the radio. Do I need a realtor to buy a new home? Because they have a sales counselor. Why do I need a realtor to buy a new home? And the second part of that question, what are the advantages of buying a new home? Well, let's go through that. If you walk into a sales counselor's, a builder, and there's several out there, but if you walk into them, the person behind the desk represents the builder. I don't care how much candy they give you, bottles of water, how nice they are to you, they represent the builder. You want somebody there to represent you. And I know you may have bought several homes, so you've done the process before. And so I kind of already know how this is going to work. But why wouldn't you have some representation? Why you wouldn't ever go to court for divorce or civil trial without an attorney? So get somebody who's going to represent you, and you don't have to pay for it. The builder pays the realtor to bring him buyers. So you get somebody to represent you. And then you ask that realtor as you talk to him, I'm buying a new home, what you gonna do for me? Are you gonna come to my inspections? Are you gonna keep me updated of the process of my home, progress of my home, excuse me. Numbers again, 281-837-2222. Give me a call if you wanna expand this and working with a builder. And the other thing about realtors that work with builders, we give you many choices. So you may have narrowed down one builder, but I may know of another builder in that area of town that could help you and give you a better deal, maybe pay you some upgrades, better location, better school district. Those are some of the things that the realtor brings to the table. I know when you work with someone on the Shad Bogany team, we try to go to inspections. We even go to help you pick things out. Because if you called me later on after you purchased that home and you got those orange countertops, and I'm going to say, man, I should have gone to the design center with you because that's going to hurt you in a resale side. So always hire a realtor to represent you with builders, and you're going to probably get your best time and the smoothest transaction with the realtor. So let's talk about the advantages of a new home. Let's talk about it a little bit. The homes are more energy efficient, the latest updates, the latest designs in home building, a lot of them latest to technology. I will tell you, there's a builder the other day I went out and they've got the next gen home. I thought it was the coolest house. Here you've got this house and you got an apartment. So if your parents came to live with you, they've got their own space, their own living space, their own kitchen, own bedroom, own bathroom. It's all connected, and their own garage. Couldn't think of a better setup for those, because now in today's world, parents are living longer. Some of them are coming to live with us. And I hate to say this, a built-in babysitter. Also, you're going to have when you buy a next-gen home. So to learn more about those particular homes, give us a call at the Shad Bogany team, and we can sit down with you. We'll talk with you about all sorts of things that are going in. The most important thing when buying a new home is still going to be schools, still going to be the amenities of the subdivision. We are the home of master plan communities. So you want to know all this information, and you can find this out by calling somebody at the Shad Bogany team at 713-667-1000. The other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about tonight is the working with seniors. So if you are a senior out there, wanted to cover some topics with you and some questions that you should be asking your realtor if you're working with the realtor. And this is really important question. These are the 6 most important things that every senior should ask their real estate agent. What is the turnover like in the area that I'm looking in? For most seniors looking to buy a home, they are considered purchasing a property that's going to be more of a short-term home. They likely won't be there forever. They bought the home because their children were growing up. They're empty nesters now. Anyway, looking to buy in the retirement years. Make sure that you ask the realtor about the neighborhood. It's really, really important. That's step 1. Step 2, what is the demographics in the area? Now, you don't have any kids anymore, so you don't want to be, when you're driving down the street, you're dodging bicycles, kids on bicycles, skateboards, and all of that good stuff. So you might want to ask your realtor, what's the demographics in the area? There's a reason I want to move to an area that I see my peers, people that look like me, people that are my age. So they're senior activities. How safe around the house? Is the surrounding safe in this home? Question number 3, why is that important? Because most seniors live alone, and they don't want to be somewhere where they got a burglar bar themselves in. They don't want to be somewhere where they put a plant out on the porch and it's gone, or somebody preying on them because they're seniors. So that safety is really important. Are there any additional fees, such as HOA fees? Because most seniors, believe it or not, are on a budget. So you want to know, is there HOA fees? How the community, all these senior activities that you sold me on, do I have to pay for them? These are some things that you need to ask your realtor as you move forward and get those fees. Number 5, how much are the property taxes and utility bills? Now, of course, most seniors, if you're over 65, you got that over 65 exemption, which reduces your taxes. But it does not wipe out the MUD tax. You still have the MUD tax. So you still might want to know what those taxes are on that property. What are the utility bills? Once again, I'm living on a budget. If the home is fairly new, then you will find out that the utility cost is going to be a lot lower than an older home would be. Keep in mind, they went to double pane windows 2002. That was the year they went to double pane windows. So homes are a lot more energy efficient now than they were in the past. I've seen in the past where you had 2 ACs on 2,500 square feet. That was normally the boundary. Now on some of these newer homes, 1 AC will handle 3,000 square feet because the homes are tighter. So when you're working on a budget, working with seniors, you need, as a senior, ask your realtor about the utility bills to see if they can give you that information. Last but not least, are there any warranties on the property? Are there any warranties on the property? So, if you're buying a new home, typically you're going to get a 1-year warranty, door to door, kind of a workmanship, 2-year on appliances, and 10 years on structural. If you're buying a resale, there is no warranty. So you might want to ask, well, is it a warranty I can buy? And we're going to do a radio show on warranties, and we're going to do that show on warranties. That'll be coming up. I'll maybe try to even get a warranty company to come in here and talk about it on home warranty. But the 6 most important things that you should be asking your realtor or your realtors or your real estate agent when you're purchasing a home. Numbers again, 281-837-2222, 281-837-2222. All our lines are open. Give us a call. You're listening to the Real Estate Corner. I'm here every Tuesday from 6:15 to 7:15, bringing you the latest information on real estate. The numbers again, 281-837-2222. Give us a call. All our lines are open. If you're sitting in traffic, had a question, you might want to give us a call. The numbers again are 281-837-2222. Have you been out to our website, www.shadboganyteam.com? We've got an awesome website, and I need you to go out and look at it and let me know whether or not you think it's awesome. The website again is www.shadboganyteam.com. What makes it awesome? I've got consumer videos on that website. If you've got relatives moving to town and they want to know what's going on in Clear Lake, I've got videos of Clear Lake, videos of the Woodlands, videos of Galveston, videos of Sugar Land, Missouri City area. It's a great site, and I've got certain cities that I specialize in. Even though I work the whole city, I've got cities that I specialize in. And if you click on Missouri City, for example, you'll hear all the history of Missouri City, and you'll be looking at homes just in Missouri City. The numbers again, 281-837-2222. Give us a call. All our lines are open. We'd love to talk with you. This show is being produced by Jermaine Freeman. He's part of the Shad Bogany team. Give us a call. If you're looking for property management, you've got some rental houses, you're tired of dealing with them, you're tired of them calling you late at night, give us a call. Let us talk to you about possibly doing your property management. That's another thing that we do over at the Shad Bogany team. Let's go and talk a little bit about Dixie Hardware. Dixie Hardware is located right there in the heart of Houston on the corner of Cullen and OST. They have plumbing, electrical, central air and heat. You're remodeling your house from the flood, sheetrock, painting. If you got an older home, some of those things in your older home, you can't find at these big box stores. You've got to go to a neighborhood hardware store. And Dixie Hardware could be your store, because when you walk through the door, the first thing they say is, "Welcome to Dixie Hardware. How can I help you?" If you got things simple as cutting keys, cutting glass, you need some pest control, chemicals for your yard, need a lawnmower, go to Dixie Hardware. They've got it all. And they're right there at the corner of Cullen and OST. Phone number is 713-747-7717. And they're family owned. And I can tell you right now, Dixie Hardware is the only black-owned hardware store, family owned, in the city of Houston. Only one. I don't even know of any other black-owned hardware store in the state of Texas. And I don't know any minority-owned hardware stores, period. So go by, visit Dixie Hardware, go where service is important, and see those guys at the corner of Cullen and OST. The numbers again, 281-837-2222. I'm your host, Shad Bogany. I'm here every Tuesday. Catch us on YouTube. You know, if you miss a show, you can go to YouTube, view the show, share them. So, hey, you ought to heard Shad talk about this or that. And one of the things that came out of my Sunday visit at the church was that one of the church members talked about monopoly. We're going to change our attitude about home ownership in our community. And as a parent, you should be playing Monopoly with your kids. You should be sitting down with them, teaching them, or go around that boardwalk. Nothing more than real life than playing Monopoly. And as one of the parishioners at the church said, start off buying one house, then you buy 2 houses, then you buy 3, and finally you get that hotel. And I thought about it, and I'm like, I need to use that on the show. Monopoly is something that we need to teach our kids how to play Monopoly so they can grow up and play Monopoly in the real world and be able to understand how important it is. And because what happens with Monopoly, it's really like life. You have setbacks, might go to jail. You may have lots of things that go wrong. You may have income tax things that happen. Or you may hold off and buy a piece of property and not put any houses on it, waiting on your money to go up. So I really, I'm going to have to say that the Monopoly game should be the game of the real estate corner. And so when she said it the other Sunday, I'm like, man, I don't even know why I didn't think of that. Monopoly. I played it all the time growing up. Numbers here again, 281-837-2222. Give me a call. All our lines are open. Give me a call right now. We're here playing real estate. Talking real estate as we do here every Tuesday from 6:15, 7:15. And I say playing real estate because some of you like to play real estate. We're seriously trying to get you into the game. 281-837-2222. Give us a call. All our lines are open. I mentioned earlier in the show that if you are a millennial and you've been thinking about buying a home, I have the guide to millennium home ownership. If you're sitting in an apartment paying $1,500, $1,600 a month, $1,700 a month, $1,800 a month, a 500 square foot apartment, you need to get my guide. And if you are a parent and you're trying to convince your child or your adult child that they should be buying a house, you may want to get this, the Millennium to Home Ownership. All you have to do is email me at Shad, S-H-A-D, at Bogany.com. That's Shad, S-H-A-D, at Bogany.com. The numbers again are 281-837-2222. If you're just now catching the show, flood insurance was extended to November 30th. I wanted to repeat that again. You'll be able to get flood insurance through November 30th. You know, one of the things, and those who know me, sometimes I can get a little political. And the only party that I believe in is the Realtor party. But sometimes I can get a little political. And one of the things I'd like to share with you, the Republicans have the president, the White House, they got the Senate, and they've got Congress. Now you tell me why we can't reform flood insurance. They got all three houses. It's no reason to extend it. And I'm sure some of the Democrats got good ideas about reforming. And I think the challenge with flood insurance is that, and I say this to you, the consumer, you to the property owner, you that are living in apartments, it's going to go up. It has to go up. It's not sustainable in the same rate. We had record hurricanes last year. Can you imagine going through that this year? Imagine the people that are being flooded right now up and down the East Coast. So what I would like to see is them reforming. Not stop kicking the can down the road. Some people need to learn how to govern. And that's all I'm going to say. Some people need to learn how to govern. Stop. You've been so long obstructing, you don't even understand how to govern because you've been obstructing for so long. You've forgotten how to govern. Man, oh man. So I'm saying let's stop kicking the can down the road on flood insurance. Let's fix it. I know the Democrats want to work with you. I know some Republicans need to work with you. We need to get the White House to work with you. Let's fix it. Fix it. Immigration. Fix it. It's no reason. You control all three branches. You don't need a Democrat vote to fix immigration. You don't need a Democratic vote to fix flood insurance. You don't need a Democratic vote to fix health insurance. So I'm just sharing with you, that's my political statement for the day. Guys, fix it. Fix it, fix it. Become statesmen. Stop the bipartisanship. Become statesmen. Put the people before the party. When are you going to do that? And that goes for everybody. Put the people before the party. Numbers again, 281-837-2222. We're going to take a station ID break and we'll be right back with the Real Estate Corner. Thinking about buying or selling, real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford? Get surveyed. put a home on the market, review the net sheets, taxes, advice on financing, homestead exemptions, advice on insurance, what kind of mortgage, inspections, considering offers, negotiations, submitting an offer, how good are the schools, down payment assistance, title insurance, home warranties, closing costs, final walkthrough. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call, Shad Bogany. Welcome back to the Real Estate Corner. I'm your host, Shad Bogany. We're here every Tuesday from 6:15 to 7:15. We're here on KWWJ 1360 and 96.9. You can also listen at www.realestatecorner.info. That is the radio show's website. You can search for homes on that website also. But if you want to listen, click on the blinking radio tower and listen to us. We're here every Tuesday. Next week will be our 28th anniversary. And I want to throw a shout out to the Houston Chronicle. They made mention in the Chronicle, in the newspaper, about our show being coming up on our 28th anniversary. And they even told you where you can see me. You can see me at Iconic TV 15.10. And I felt a little good. I was talking to, I was at the Buffalo Soldier Museum this weekend, volunteering a little bit. And one of the other board members said they cut out cable at their house. I said, really? He said, yeah, we cut cable out. But I'm watching digital TV now all the time, and I see you all the time. Love the show, Iconic TV. They're treating you right. You look good there. And I just want to thank that board member for bringing that up. So go to 15.10. Go to 15.10 and listen to us. Great shows. I'm not the only great show on that channel. They've got others. So you might want to put that on. You might want to go get you a digital antenna and then turn TV and listen and see this show. And if you miss me, catch me on YouTube. Numbers again, 281-837-2222. I was on KTRH asked me yesterday, actually called me and wanted me to do a little snippet on KTRH about the market, where some people believe the market is overheating and it is plateauing. And I don't think the market in Houston is plateauing. I think the market in Houston we're so below the market as far as across this country. When you have a shortage of homes, when you have an affordability problem here in the city of Houston, and builders can't build enough affordable housing. They can't build it enough. And I think we're a long way from a bubble here in the city of Houston area. The hottest market in Houston is from 750 on up. That was the majority of the sales in June. Can you believe that? Let me repeat that. That was the majority of sales in June was the 750 and up market. Unbelievable. We had a decrease in sales at 52% of sales decrease in homes at 150 and below. So our market is there, and it's obviously the working man is having trouble affording houses, but those with those good tax cuts that you got, look like you guys are being able to continue to buy those luxury homes. So let's talk a little bit about 4 reasons why we're not headed toward another bubble. First of all, home prices. And I know some of you thinking that home prices are very expensive here in the Houston area. But if you went to San Diego, if you went to San Francisco, well, the average home in San Francisco city limits is almost $700,000. They've got homes in San Diego that I've seen, shotgun shacks with no water, no back door, selling for $300,000 in San Diego. So it's all relevant. If you go to Austin, let's bring it closer to home. Go to Austin, and I think the average price in Austin is over $300,000 or more. It is very difficult to find some affordable. So seems to be the only market that's really affordable here is out in El Paso. I was talking to a realtor yesterday about El Paso who works out there and said it's a steady market for out there. Home prices are not that high. So home prices, the reason we don't have enough houses to sell, I think is one of the things to keep in mind, and that's due to the shortage of homes. That's another reason I don't believe that the market has gotten overheated. Let's take a little bit and let's dive a little bit farther. The inflation-adjusted U.S. median sales price in June of 2006 was $247,000. That was the height of the market when it was just going gangbusters, 2006. In U.S. dollars, in dollars today, in 2006, that was about $199,000 in 2006 dollars. The latest information I got right now, in March of 2018, the average price compared to 2006 of $247 was $213,000. Secondly, mortgage standards. Mortgage companies have tightened their standards. They're not giving homes away to anybody that could fog up a mirror. They're not giving any homes away. And even though they've loosened the guidelines and I'm seeing some different mortgages come back, they're still being extremely tight on the mortgages there. Significant space remains for safety to expand in the credit box. If the current default risk was doubled across the channels within the pre-crisis standard of 12.5% between 2001 and 2003 the home mortgage market, we are seeing that the credit standards have expanded, but they're not getting out like they were. And they're really at a point of pre-crisis market. That's where the 12.5% for 2001 to 2003. There are no foreclosures. So we're not getting home prices being decreased because foreclosures drive the prices of homes. There are very little foreclosures out there. Let me give you an example. In 2003, there were 200,000 foreclosures across the country. In 2009, that's after the bust, 566,000 foreclosures. In 2018, only 76,000 foreclosures. Yeah, only 76 across the country in that end. And so foreclosures are down. Foreclosures are down. And keep in mind, when the market is down like it is and we don't have the higher interest rates, when we had a bunch of foreclosures, rates were at 6, 7, 8%. Now they're at 4%. Rents are cheaper. Rents are more expensive than home ownership. I don't understand why anybody would be sitting up there renting. You can't save any money renting. So I don't think we are there yet. Let's take a look at the housing affordability. Contrary to many headlines from home affordability is better now than it was prior to the last housing boom. In the same article written by CoreLogic is the ones that run the MLS system, revealed that the vast majority of markets, the inflation-adjusted principal and interest mortgage payments that home buyers have committed to this year remain lower than pre-crisis peaks. The main reason a typical mortgage payment remains well below the market in most of the countries that the average mortgage rate back in 2006, as I was saying earlier, was a typical mortgage payment peak was 6.7. In March 2018, it was 4.4. So people are getting affordable mortgages. I think you're going to continue to see a tight market because, think about it. If I got a 4.4, what makes me want to sell my house and go get a 6 or a 7? So you keep it. You don't sell it. You keep it. Use it for rental property. Increase your monthly payments on it. So you're going to continue to see a shortage. Now, interest rates really don't affect people buying $750,000 houses and more expensive homes. It just doesn't affect it. That's why you see 750 and up. We've talked about wage stagnation. We've talked about wage stagnation. Well, we all know that the current tax cuts are better off for people making the rich than they were for the everyday working person. So, if the tax cuts were to your advantage, for those out here in working force just think the tax cuts, oh, I got a big tax cut, blah, blah, blah. If they were to your advantage, why is that the highest percentage of home sales in Houston is at 750 and below? I mean 750 and up. Because those people were able to take advantage of the tax cuts and they're not as sensitive to interest rates. So, there it goes. So what does that say? The middle class need a little welfare because the lower income gets it, the higher income gets it. The people that's missing some help is the everyday working person out there because their home prices are going up and their wages are not going up. But the people at the top wages are going up. And the people in the lower end is going to continue to rent and help send somebody else's kids to school because they can't afford it. And do I see any relief? I know the mayor has some things that he wants to do, but what I've learned about this city turns awfully slow. Turns awfully slow. They do more studying than actually action. I'll give you an example of that. Building permits. We've got a building permit problem in this city, and it's not being addressed. So if you know that selling houses bring a higher tax base, it's like you go hire some more people to help the cause. And Houston just doesn't have this problem. It's the same problem all over the country. It's the same problem all over this state. I just don't understand it. If building houses increase your tax base, why wouldn't you shift your funds over to make sure we can get these building permits out and get people done? That's just me talking. I'm just a realtor. That's all I do, just sell houses. I don't know a lot, but I'm just a realtor. And I don't understand the logic behind what I see every day. I said it earlier. You got 3 branches of the government. You can't even solve flood insurance. I don't know. I just don't know. So the numbers here again, 281-837-2222. My name is Shad Bogany. I'm here every Tuesday from 6:15 to 7:15 talking real estate. I work for Better Homes and Gardens, Gary Green. We are the #1 company in the city. And we're always looking for new team members on the Shad Bogany team. So if you're thinking about getting in real estate, you want to work with a successful team, you need to give us a call. And the only thing that I'm going to tell you, if you do what I ask you to do, you're going to be successful. And that's all I'm telling you. If you come in, do what I ask you to do, follow the plan, you will be successful. But if you don't want to do what I do and you want to do what you do and want to do it how you want to do it, it typically is going to turn out the way I think it's going to turn out because I've been doing this for so long. And I've seen it. And it's like the other day I was asked by somebody, hey, Shad, I know you told me about this house, but I want to just keep looking and looking and looking. The longer you look for a home, the more you will pay and the less you will get. And that is the odds. It's not edging the stone, but it's a high percentage, very high percentage, close to the 90 percentile that it happens. Numbers again, 281-837-2222. My name is Shad Bogany. I'm here every Tuesday from 6:15 to 7:15. Guys, next week we're going to be doing our 28th year. We need to do something special, either bring in a cake, drop some balloons. Maybe my producer of the TV show will bring some balloons, and while we're on air, we just drop them. And we're going to have a good time. We'll definitely have guests, and I'll try to do some multiple guests next week and work on this. But you've been listening to the Real Estate Corner, and we've been here every Tuesday from 6:15 to 7:15, and we run out of time. I hope you've enjoyed this open line. We will see you next week. And don't forget, you can catch us Saturday morning at 9 o'clock at 15.10 Iconic TV or Sunday night at 8 p.m. before Power. Check us out. We'll see you next week. Thinking about buying or selling, real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford? Get survey, put a home on the market, review the net sheets, taxes, advice on financing, homestead exemptions, advice on insurance, what kind of mortgage, inspections, considering offers, negotiations, submitting an offer, how good are the schools, down payment assistance, title insurance, home warranties, closing costs, final walkthrough. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call, Shad Bogany.
Hi, I'm Marilyn Island, partner with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Gary Green. Thank you for considering us to market your home for sale. I can proudly tell you that we have consistently, year after year, sold more homes than any other Houston brokerage. You know, a marketing plan is truly successful when it does more than just sell your house. It's one that gets you the highest possible price with the least inconvenience, no surprises, and is done in the time frame that you require. That's exactly the plan we intend to put in place for you when you choose Gary Green as your listing agency. Our marketing plan begins by selecting a list price that is as high as possible without eliminating showings or interest by probable right buyers. Your agent's going to provide you with a whole lot of marketing statistics, and you'll have everything you need to make that decision. And second, let's face it, competition increases prices. So everything will be done right and ready when we introduce your home to the marketplace. What we want to do is increase the opportunity for competing buyers and multiple offers, and do that in the shortest time frame. Your Gary Green agent's going to fill you in on the details of our plan, suggestions on staging your home, choosing the remarks the public will see in ads, flyers, and on the web, selecting up to 32 photographs that will go to over 900 websites and MLS, contacting area realtors to alert them of your upcoming listing, planning the public open house, and more. As your advocate, we will ensure that no offer on your home is accepted without the buyer being pre-qualified. We will negotiate fiercely on your behalf, and we will keep you informed every step of the way. So let us go to work for you. Your Better Homes and Gardens Gary Green agent will take the time to do it better. Thank you.